Hi guys, welcome back to my XGS guide. Now I'm gonna review Erik. So he is a true dual wield attacker. So let's compare him to Warrior of Light Bards and Cardin. I must say his stats and passives are amazing, both defensive and offensive. For offensive, he has 170% attack boost, which are definitely top tier. And if you count his Trust Master reward, that means he has 150% true dual wield boost. So you only need one armor sandals to reach the maximum true dual wield boost. And for defensive passives, it is amazing. 60% defense at spirit boost, which means he is kinda tanky against magic and physical, especially physical, because he also has 40% physical evasion. So if you have Rivera, Erik can become a good AoE physical tank for your party. His health boost is also better than Warrior of Light Bards, so I must say very good. But maybe the main drawback compared to Warrior of Light Bards and Cardin is he doesn't have fatal damage protection. Fatal damage protection is really important because the enemies sometimes have insane attack. So I think that's more useful than high spirit boost. Okay, but still pretty decent passive. And Erik has two auto damage damage modifier buff, I mean. Okay, so most character only has one auto damage modifier buff, but they take maybe 5 turns, 9 turns to reach the maximum damage modifier buff, and that is kinda annoying, especially if your character die. You need to wait for 9 turns because your damage modifier plays on one passive. But for Erik, he has two auto damage modifier buff. So after 3 turns, he will reach his maximum damage modifier. Okay, pretty amazing. And that's it about his passive and stats. Now let's talk about his abilities. Erik is a bolting strike chainer, which is a good thing because there are more bolting strike chainer on the global compared to Stardust Ray chainer at this moment, and he able to imperil 120% of Earth Elemental resist. So pretty good if you utilize Earth Element. He also able to break enemy defense and spirit by 60%, so you don't need to have your tanker to break the enemies for you. Okay, very nice. And if you need faster ability rate, then he has it. Okay, and fighting the enemy who has lots of Earth Elemental attack, don't worry, because Erik has 80% Earth resist buff to your allies. But the problem for this is Erik is locked to Earth Element. So the enemy who uses Earth Elemental attack usually has Earth resist. So that makes him kinda useless. But again, that won't be useless if you have his STMR. And he also has 50% physical and magic killer buff to all allies. Okay, pretty useful if you fight dragon. And for ability rotation, I really love his rotation. Okay, it is pretty simple. On the first turn, use divide to increase damage modifier for your fatal flash. After that, imperil the enemy using Ridge Racer, and from that point, you basically only need to use your fatal flash because it is available every 2 turns. Wow, very powerful. Remember that you cannot combine this with other abilities, okay, because it is a cooldown. I mean, you can combine it, but because it is the highest damage ability he has, you don't want to combine it with other ability, okay? Use that so it will trigger twice because he is a true dual wield characters. You can deal only 56 times damage on the second turn, but that's because you haven't reached the max of your damage modifier buff. On the third turn, use your LB. You should be able to use your LB because it is only 26 LB crystals limit burst, so it is very easy to fill. After that, on the fourth turn, you can go berserk because your Fatal Flash has already reached the maximum damage potential. Okay, it deals 60 times damage per cast, which means 120 times. Compared to Cartoon Frenzy Rampage, whoa! I must say, whoa! Because Frenzy Rampage only available every 10 turns, but this one, after the 4th turn, you can deal this kind of damage every 2 turns. Okay, when Fatal Flash is not available, use your ability to imperil Ultra Resist, to use your LP or other things. Okay, very easy and simple rotation. Amazing character. Enough about abilities, now let's talk about equipment. For equipment, it is pretty simple. You only need to equip Dagger, his Trust Mastery Word, and for secondary weapon, choose either sword or fist weapon. Depends on what you have. Let's say if you have Tiger Fang, then make his secondary weapon into Tiger Fangs. Okay, and if you equip Tiger Fangs, then your ability setup gonna be fist booster like Martial Mastery and etc. If you equip Sword, then you can give him opposition or something like that. You get the idea. And you only need 1 Armor Sandals to reach 200%, so pretty good. That leaves you with 1 empty accessory slot. If you have Lucid Lenses, then by all means equip that, because like I have stated on the early part of this video, his weakness in quote is that doesn't have fatal damage protection. So if you have something that gives him fatal damage protection, then equip it on him. So enough about equipment. My conclusion for Erik. Erik is definitely an amazing attacker if you don't fight the enemy with earth resistance. He's the best DPS physical attacker at this point of the game. So congratulations if you have him. But if you want to pull him, okay, to decide, you watch my video to whether to decide should you get him or not, I must say no, because I just mentioned that he is locked to Earth Element and there will be Demon Wall Trial and he will be useless at that time. And the biggest reason is we gonna get Black Friday units on the global. So I think if you want to pull for him, then maybe just wait to see whether Black Friday units can power creep him or not. Okay, after that it is all up to you whether you want to pull him or not, because I say he is amazing. Okay, he is the best DPS physical attackers at this moment, but that doesn't mean you must have him. Okay, but if you already have him, no need to be sad. Okay, he is really good, really. Actually, if you ask me, do you want to get him? Yes, I want to get him. Okay, from the free silver key, if you manage to get him, congratulate yourself, okay, because you just got very powerful DPS character. His Trust Mastery Word and STM are not his strongest point. Sorry to say that. Okay, I don't like his Trust Mastery Word because first, it is a dagger. Second, it is an earth element. Don't ask me why you hate earth elements so much, because actually maybe that's kind of a matter of preference, but the reason for me is because earth is one of the underutilized element on this game, if I can recall, okay, and not many earth elemental weapons out there. Like I have mentioned before, I really cannot remember earth elemental sword. Okay, maybe you can, but yeah, I cannot remember. For fire, oh, ice, I can remember them. Light, for earth, oh, it's just not pops up into my mind. Okay, and for his STMR, it is pretty good, 80% attack boost, but it has restriction. So I think it is not that good, especially if you have that Sora or Riku STMR. Their Trust Mastery Word are much better because 80% attack without restricted weapon. Maybe you say, but it gives you 80% MP. Yes, that's pretty useful, but I don't think your DPS physical attackers need that much MP, okay? So I don't think it is that needed. Okay, so I really don't recommend you to chase for his TMR or STMR. The biggest weakness is he is locked to earth element. But again, let me say this, if you fight the enemy who doesn't have any elemental resist, okay, neutral to all elements, then I must say he or Billy Rage, Warrior of Light Bards, and Carton. Okay, so yep, I think that's all you need to know about Erik. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius Guide. Bye bye guys!